Hello Moto fans, welcome to the channel. Today we are seeing how an adventure bike compares to a sport bike in these beautiful Colorado canyons. First off, we have a 2019 Triumph Street Triple RS against my personal 2019 BMW F850 GS. And we also have a 2013 Suzuki SFV 650 Gladius. Let's see how they stack up. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from this channel. The 2019 Triumph Street Triple RS has the most horsepower and is the lightest bike out here today. The BMW 850 GS is going to be the heaviest bike we have out here today. It also has the most torque, coming in at 63 foot-pounds. Although the Suzuki is the least powerful bike we have out here, it's only 80 pounds heavier than the Triumph and 92 pounds lighter than the BMW. Alright, let's ride.
Yeah, these knobbies aren't as fun.
Can't be terrible though.
Oh, they're not horrible, but they get you a little sketched out. When you're in the turns, they're a little sketchy. We would have been a little faster.
That's the leader's fault.
I love the Air Canyon carving on a freaking adventure bike, bro.
Once again, that's the rider's fault for choosing that bike. Like choosing the wrong tool for the job.
It's doing it though.
Okay. Is that white for the bicycler? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. I just thought your wheels were chopping you out that far.
No,
okay.
no. I was trying to be respectful.
Feel the ride. Come on, Josh. It's motorcycle time.
It's bobsled time.
That's one of the coolest, dumbest sports that doesn't happen.
Right?
Like, I always watch that during the Olympics.
Alright, so we're gonna pick up the pace here on these Mexico roads. And let's see if these guys can keep up with me. You know, I'm on a adventure bike. It's a fairly heavy bike. I've got panniers on it, big windscreen. I'm 250 plus pounds, fully geared up. And
And I'm gonna pick up the pace here, and we'll see what it does. Now keep in mind, I do have Continental TKC 80 tires on this. They're really not a prime choice for canyon carving, but yeah, they're doing fairly well. You can feel them moving around a little bit in some of the turns.
Oh yeah, so I've been like, I do it on every corner now.
Now I haven't had a chance to really try, I guess, a more sport touring tire on this particular motorcycle, but I'd be curious to see how well it really does with a proper tire choice for its class anyhow. So I'll come to this conclusion about my bike is it's all around just a fun bike. You can take this thing anywhere you want, off-road, on-road, it'll do whatever you throw at it, and that makes this bike just an awesome choice for anybody.
And I just looked back and he's like, I was like, Jesus, man, I was absolutely hammering that corner.
I will say though, if you plan to do any type of track day, this isn't a good bike for that. And to be honest with you, if we were on a track, those two bikes that I'm trying to walk away from would just tear me up on a track. But if you come to an area where the asphalt stops, that's where this F850 GS just shines. I would like to point out here that the Triumph and this BMW relatively in the same price point, but the real bike that shines here is that SFV 650. Is that bike you can pick up for like $4,000, and he's clearly having just as much fun as we are at a much better price point, and it's cheaper upkeep as well. So I stopped here, let the guys catch up with me as we were out running the comm systems. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with this BMW. It's doing really well out here.
I want to hit some of these roads.
So let's talk about some of the advantages with an adventure bike, outside of just being able to go on any terrain that you want. Is the rider triangle on this is just so comfortable. You can ride for hours. Another thing too is the torque that this bike puts out down low just helps you get out of those turns so much faster.
Hey, there's that bus you used to ride.
You also get a windscreen that looks decent on a bike. Most windscreens I don't like on a bike. It just doesn't look right. But on the adventure bike, it actually is kind of fitting. And then panniards or luggage, whatever you want to call it. I mean, you can't really throw that stuff on any other bike and it look okay. And adventure bikes actually look good the more you put on them, in my opinion. And that might just be subjective, but I like the way they look.
Woo! My tire slid out on me. That's gonna be some good footage. That's gonna be some good footage.
Yeah, your balls up in your body.
Front tire bounced.
I'm curious what like putting my knee down with these knee pads would do.
Give it a shot. You wanna stop and get some footage through here?
So we're going to come to a stop here for a moment, get some off the bike footage. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more shots like this. So check out the audio that we have here with 3 different types of motors. That was a triple cylinder with a Aero exhaust. So that was the sound of a Suzuki with the V-twin, full exhaust, and an M4 can. And that is a twin-cylinder BMW, and it does have a cat delete. So let me know in the comments on which bike you thought sounded the best.
Got a tetherball set up over there.
Right? You'd think you could just attach that to the tree.
Beat the tree down.
I mean, why do you gotta go get a pole, like, so it can go over? That's right. But like, just like cutting a tree.
Right?
The river's flowing fast. Damn.
And that tire looks so crazy.
So we're gonna hang a lift up here and show these guys what some adventure bike life is like.
1,000 feet. Your destination will be on the left.
There's some looseness here.
So let the fun begin.
Ah, my ex-girlfriend's here.
Your girlfriend's here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not so sure how good this road is.
Sometimes you just gotta get out of your comfort zone
You
to
guys
pick up
good?
new skills.
You know I am.
How about Si?
He looks good. I don't see any like thumbs up or anything. I don't see any thumbs down or middle fingers either though. But I'm in for the scenery, so.
Yeah, maybe we'll take it slow.
Dude, he's got brand new tires. If this isn't the day to put them on some dirt.
Yeah, it started off as like
extra
asphalt.
Right? And I think there is asphalt underneath.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a great house. Just rocks all over
I
the
wanted
back
to do a
of it.
rooster tail, but he's
Nah, you
supposed
fucked
to.
something up. Yeah. I'm like, don't do that.
So I don't believe you'd want to get on much more of a rough road than what we're on now with the type of bikes these two are on.
Oh, pothole fucking central. I was not looking at that.
This GS just swallows those up.
We're gonna get Si on a real adventure.
He'll be like, damn it, now I'm thinking adventure bike, even though I was telling you guys not this morning.
So now anytime he sees me break this bike out, he's like, I ain't going with you.
Yeah. I knew the moment you were jumping on that, I was like, I know the real, oh, fucking that crater. I knew the real reason was just, you were going on a dirt road today.
That was a mild one, bro.
Yes, they know me pretty well.
Neighborhood.
I wanted to give a little bit for everybody on this trip.
Yep.
Now we're back in their comfort zone.
speeds. Dropping car on the shoulder.
So it sounds like we're outrunning the comm systems again here. So I'll slow it down here so we can kind of regroup a little bit. You can clearly see this adventure bike has no problem with these twisties.
Nice switchback. Slower speed switchback.
Good.
Yeah, he was pretty far off the road. Scare him away, Logan. Scare him, buddy.
A little wishy-washy right now.
Let's see if he wants to take these new tires on this dirt road to the left.
There's another lake.
Yeah, I think the street's over for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely not into going down that dirt road.
Did he just like shake his head or anything?
Yeah, he's like, go.
Oh, I'd take that one on the left. That's fucking racing.
So we've been out here pretty much all day, riding around in these canyon roads, and I'll say this much, all three of these bikes, they're just a hoot when you get out on these country back roads and stuff. And honestly, you know, there's no one bike better in this particular scenario. They just have a few different advantages over the others. So one thing I do have to point out here is that Triumph that's been following me, that thing is just so buttery smooth coming through these canyons. Like you can just see it the way it comes through the turns and stuff. It's at home right here on these roads. Both the Triumph and the BMW have quick shifters, both up and down, and I think that really speaks to how they handle on these roads. You definitely don't have to fidget with the clutch as much. You can stay more focused on where you're going and how you're riding. The 21-inch front wheel on the F850 GS, it does make it a little slower to turn in, and you can definitely feel it, but it seems to be just doing a phenomenal job up here. So as we're wrapping up here on this video, you can clearly see that all three of these bikes are just really good bikes and can do these roads just as well as the other. There's really not one that's better than the other one is, for sure. So I will point out one thing though, is if you're going to get a bike, find the bike that really fits you and then work on modding it so that it kind of fits your personality. But the best mod you're going to be able to do on that bike is a rider mod. And regardless of what you ride, work on your skill set, because that's really what makes these bikes more fun than anything, is being able to get out there and put a bike through its paces, regardless if it's the bike meant for that. You can just get out there and enjoy it.
It's from like my shorts to my
and ride what you can afford, because you still have to buy gear, and there's cost of upkeep behind each one of these bikes, some more than others, and that's where that Suzuki really shines. But I can't stress enough, to wear gear, speed safe, and dress for the slide, not the ride. Because at some point, we all end up having our mishaps. So be prepared.
Watch the people pulling out here.
Regardless of what you're riding on, 75% or more of your ride is going to be on public roads. And there's always going to be a car that wants to slow you down.
Oh, you know what it is? Probably because we're at high altitude.
Hey, pulled down like 5 kids.
Yeah, about to have zero. Yeah, put them in that river.
Well, thanks for watching. Give us a big thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe. We've got some really awesome content that's going to be coming out here in the next couple weeks from a trip we did up to Cortez, Colorado. So we've got the $1 Million Highway in there, it's at Silverton. We've also got Telluride. So yeah, some really good content there. Speed safe. Keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. If you have any questions on these bikes we were riding today, leave a comment down below and I'll answer it the best that I can. If you have any suggestions on roads or some areas that you would like us to go ride within Colorado, post them in the comments. We'd love to check them out, maybe entertain that for you. Well, it's been fun. Thanks, and see you next time.
Water. Oh man, I knew I was supposed to sigh. I just got rained on.